Hey everyone! So this video is about how to claim the bad debt relief under Malaysian GST custom rule and by using our 3A accounting software. So I'm going to highlight on the important questions. The first one is why you need to claim for the bad debt relief. And the next one is under what condition that cause you to able to claim for the bad debt relief. And most importantly, what are the steps in claiming for your bad debt relief? Okay, so basically, bad debt can be defined as those payments that you have not received from your debtor or your customer for some issues. So it can be the whole payment or it can be in partial amounts. And according to Malaysian custom rule, there are two conditions that cause the person to be entitled to claim for the bad debt relief. And the first one is you did not receive the payment within 6 months from the date you supply the goods. And the next one is you have made all the efforts to collect the payment. So it is the amounts owed that cannot be collected after all your reasonable efforts have been made. And you have to come out with the proof to show that you have made the effort, such as the reminder letter or any notice you send to your debtor. Okay, please remember you need to claim for your bad debt relief from the custom immediately, not any later than the expiry of 6 months from the date of supply. Because if you are late to claim for the relief, the process will be a bit complicated and you have to write a letter to the Director General upon his approval. So that's why I'm here to show you this easy step on how to claim for your bad debt relief by using our 3A accounting software so that you can manage your business in a more efficient way. Okay, here I put a scenario on what could happen as example. You could see how the transaction flows using this chart where an invoice is issued on 15 January 2016. So the 6 months expires at the end of June 2016. So the claim must be made immediately in July 2016. Well, I do hope you get the scenario. Alright, so I'm gonna go one by one, just like the table here. So it's all started from 15 January to 1st September 2016, and I'm going to show you on the steps to do it using 3A accounting software, which is very easy. And so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 transactions that we need to do in the system. So let's get started with the first transaction. Okay, so I have highlighted the first transaction on 15 January 2016, which is for the debtor invoice with the total amount of 1,000 and the GST amount of 60 ringgit. Okay, so this is our accounting system, 3A accounting system. So what we are going to do is we go to the debtor module and click the transactions and invoice. Okay, so this is our invoice entry for the debtor module, and this is the invoice number PI001, and then the date is 15 January 2016, and this is the information for our debtor. So here is the sales, and the amount is 1,000. So the 6% GST is imposed, so the GST is 60. So the total amount and the GST is 1,060. So you can click save. Okay, so we can close this. Okay, so let's move to the next transaction. Let's say that on 1st February 2016, your debtor has made a partial payment with the amount of RM200. And so we have to key it into our system. The next transaction is for the payment, the partial payment that your debtor has made. So the transaction is payment. Okay, so this is the payment entry. So on 1st February 2016, your debtor has made a partial payment with the amount of 200. So this is the debtor information. So here I put 200 as the amount of the partial payment. Okay, so next things to do is you have to select the offset document. And you have to double click and choose the document and click OK. Okay, now the document is already in the list and we can see the outstanding amount is 1,060 and the offset amount would be 200 in total, and there would be a remaining of 860. Okay, now we are going to post, so you just click post it. Posted. Okay, let's say that it's been 6 months and your debtor haven't made any payment to clear the outstanding balance. So now that you are able to claim for the bad debt relief for the GST that you have paid. Okay, so it's already 30th July 2016. So you have to claim it now. Okay, so first I'm going to show you on the GST reminder screen. So the reminder screen is located at the accounting module. So we have to go to the account module, and here we can see the GST and click on the GST. So you choose on GST 03 and you click on GST 03 submission. Okay, so here is our reminder screen. So the reminder screen will show us if there is any outstanding items that we need to issue. For example, under the documents that may subject to claim back tax. So under bad debt relief, we have one item that we need to issue. So to see the reports, we can simply click here and click preview. Okay, so here you can see your bad debt relief report. You can see your document details here, and this is the total amount and GST paid and the outstanding balance and what is the claimable amount and also the claimable GST. So the claimable GST is the GST paid that times by the outstanding balance, which is divided by the total amount. So for the claimable amount, it is the outstanding balance that minus by the claimable GST. Okay, now it's time to issue for the special case GST journal. So we close this one. And then we can go to the general ledger. And then we can go to the transaction and click on the GST special case journal. Okay, here it's pretty easy. You just have to key in the information. So this one, we have to key in the date today is 30 July 2016, the date that we have to claim for our bad debt relief. And on the special case, you have to choose the debtor bad debt relief. Okay, so here you can see that the system will automatically detect the claimable item. Okay, so this is the GST payable figure, which is RM 48 ringgit and 68 cents. So the system will auto calculate the figure using this formula, which is the total GST paid times by the total outstanding amount and will divide by the total amount, which is 60 times 860 and divide by 1060. Okay, so here you can see the invoice that you have selected to claim for your bad debt relief, and you have ticked the invoice. And next you can check on your chart posting details. Okay, so at the chart posting details, what you can see is the system will debit on the AJP GST code and will credit on the GST receivable suspend chart. So after you tick, you can click save. Okay, so we're done. We can close this one. Okay, since we have issued our bad debt relief into the special journal, so we can go to the GST screen. And you can see the outstanding items has gone. So there is no more outstanding item to be recovered. So we can proceed with the GST 03. And then you just have to click on the calculate GST 03. So the process is completed and you have to verify the calculation. Okay, so you can see under the input tax, under Part B, there is a total input tax, which is the inclusive of bad debt relief and other adjustment, which is 48 ringgit and 68 cents in amount. So you just click next. So here, the GST amount claimable is 48 ringgit and 68 cents. So you have to verify the calculation. And then you can see the bad debt relief is 811 ringgit and 32 cents. So just click next page, and then now you have to post. Alright, so the next transaction would be another partial payment that made by your debtor. So you have to bear in mind that after the partial payment, you have to do the bad debt recover to return the output tax, because you have claimed the bad debt relief before, so you have to repay back the tax. Okay, so what if on 15 August 2016 your debtor has made another partial payment? It's easy actually, because it required only the same steps. So what you got to do is you just go to the transaction and click on the payment, just like I did previously on the first payment. Okay, so this is the second partial amount that made by your debtor on 15 August 2016. So all the information remain the same, but the amount is 300. Okay, so don't forget to select the offset document, because this is the most important thing. We need to deduct the outstanding balance so all the transaction can be recorded. Okay, so we click on the offset document, double click, and choose the document, the same document that we offset before. There's a current outstanding balance which is 860. So we click. So now we can click post. Okay, so we need to check to track back our transaction just now. So as usual, we go to inquiry and debtor ledger. Choose our debtor. Okay, so as you can see on our credit side, one item is updated, which is on 15 August 2016, which is the second partial payment with the amount 300 ringgit. So the current outstanding balance is 560. Okay, so now we can close this one. Okay, since we have made the claim for the bad debt relief, and now our debtor has made another partial payment, so we have to repay back to the custom. So we can simply go to the GST reminder screen. Okay, so on the reminder screen, we can see under the bad debt recover, we have one item that we have to issue. So just click to see the report. Okay, so this is the bad debt recovery report. So this is our document information, and the latest outstanding is 560 ringgit, and the recover amount is 300. So the payable excluded GST is 283 ringgit and 2 cents, and the payable GST is 16 ringgit and 98 cents. So the system will auto calculate the payable excluded GST and the payable GST using this formula, which is recover amount that divide by the total amount that times by the GST paid, and for the payable excluded GST is the recover amount and minus by the payable GST. Okay, so now we can close this one first. As usual, we have to issue the bad debt recover in the special case journal. So we go to general ledger, transaction, and GST special case journal. Okay, so this is the new entry for the GST special journal. So we have to choose for the bad debt recover, and the system will load the item for you. So you have to tick, and then you can check your chart posting details. So at the chart posting details, you can see how the system debit the figure on the input tax, which is the suspense account, and for the credit side is the GST payable, which is the GST code is AJS. Okay, to get this figure, the system will auto calculate the formula, which using the formula GST paid times by the total recover amount and divided by the total amount. So it would be GST paid 60 ringgit times the total recover amount, which is 300, and divided by 1060. So you can get this amount, which is 16 ringgit and 98 cents. So after we issue the bad debt recover in our journal, we have to proceed and calculate and verify the calculation. So this is the total output tax, which is 16 ringgit and 98 cents. So you can go to the next page. So the GST amount payable is 16 ringgit and 98 cents. And for the bad debt recover, there is 283 ringgit and 2 cents. So we can go to the next page. Okay, now we can click post. Okay, so the last transaction will be on 1st September 2016, which is the credit note to write off. This is to write off the current outstanding balance, which is 560. To do the write off, so we have to go to the transaction. We have to post the new entry for the credit note. Okay, so here I already have my credit note entry. So make sure you put the right date and also the right information for your debtor. And I have remarked here that it is for the bad debt write-off. The important thing is you have to offset the invoice number. So this is the invoice number, the first transaction. So we click OK and tick on the GST bad debt, which is the accounting write-off. Okay, so a reminder message will comes out. So it says that the credit note marks as a bad debt write-off and you have to follow the currency rate. And also you are not allowed to modify invoice number and offset document list. So you just have to click OK. Okay, now you can go to the offset. Okay, you can check the offset document, whether it's the right document, the outstanding amount, the offset amount, which is 560. Okay, so now you can click save and the document is posted and the document has been written off. After we have written off the document, we can check back the transaction by just go to the general ledger and then you can go to the inquiry and you can check the chart ledger. Okay, as you can see, I choose the chart code, which is 20420, which is the input tax for the suspense account. So we can see everything has been written off and the current balance is 0. Okay, so thank you for watching and for using our 3A accounting system.